The absolute explosion of free agency is finally here, and Cleveland just sent a massive shockwave through the entire league with a move that will redefine the trenches for years to come. We are witnessing a total reconstruction of the offensive line, but it comes at a price that has every fan in the city holding their breath. This isn't just a signing, it's a $50 million statement that the status quo is dead, and the front office is willing to bet the house on a new era of dominance. If you want to be the first to know about every breaking story and massive roster shift this season, make sure to like, share, and subscribe right now. Can you actually wrap your head around the numbers we are seeing today? Zion Johnson is officially a member of this franchise, signing a monster 3-year, $49.5 million contract with a staggering $32.4 million in cold, hard guaranteed cash. We are talking about $16.5 million a year for a guard. I've been following this team since I was old enough to walk, and I am telling you, my heart is racing because this is the kind of move that either wins you a Super Bowl or haunts your salary cap for a decade. We knew the offensive line was in a state of emergency, but to drop this kind of bag on one man shows exactly how desperate the situation had become. I want to pause right here because the city is already divided. Question of the day: do you think paying $16.5 million a year for a guard is a genius move to protect our future, or did we just overpay for a guy who has struggled in pass protection? Get in the comments right now and let me know if you're celebrating or stressing. Let's dive into the tape because Zion Johnson is a fascinating study in contrasts. If you love old school, smashmouth football, you are going to adore this guy. Last season, he finished ranked second in the entire NFL in run block win rate among guards at a massive 79.3%. He is a literal forklift in the run game, a first-round talent out of Boston College who plays with a mean streak and 316 pounds of pure power. But we have to be honest, the pass blocking has been a major concern. He's looked lost on stunts and has given up way too many pressures over the last couple of years. But here is the kicker: he is durable. The man played 100% of his team's snaps last year. In a season where our line was a revolving door of injuries and next man up disasters, having a guy who simply does not leave the field is worth its weight in gold. And let's talk about discipline, because that was the silent killer for us last year. How many times did we see a massive gain called back because of a senseless holding penalty? Johnson had a career-low 3 penalties all of last season. He is safe, he is reliable, and at 26 years old, he is just entering his prime. Whether he slides into the left guard spot to replace a legend like Joel Bitonio or takes over the right side, he gives us a foundation we haven't had in years. But while the champagne is being poured for the new arrival, we have to talk about the devastating news that just broke on the defensive side of the ball. Devin Bush is officially gone. He didn't just walk, he sprinted to Chicago on a 3-year, $30 million deal. This one feels like a betrayal, doesn't it? We were the team that revived his career. We were the ones who saw the talent when everyone else called him a bust. He rewarded us with a career-high 125 tackles, 3 interceptions, and 2 defensive touchdowns last year. He was the energy, the speed, and the heartbeat of the Jim Schwartz defense. To lose him for $10 million a year, money we absolutely had the cap space to match, is a bitter pill to swallow. So, where do we go from here? The linebacker room is looking empty, and the pressure is now squarely on the shoulders of the front office to find a replacement before the defense regresses. Do we look at the draft? Everyone is talking about Jacob Rodriguez out of Texas Tech. The kid is a turnover machine, a thumper who forced 7 fumbles and picked off 4 passes last season. He's got that high motor, Fred Warner-style intensity that would fit perfectly in our system. But can we really rely on a rookie to fill the shoes of a veteran who just put up elite PFF numbers? Or do we go back to the veteran market? Keep a very close eye on Caden Ellis. He's 30 years old, but he's a blitzing specialist who knows our new defensive staff inside and out from their time together in Atlanta. He's a plug-and-play solution that could steady the ship immediately. But regardless of who we sign, the loss of Devin Bush is going to be felt in that locker room. You don't just replace 125 tackles and that kind of sideline-to-sideline speed overnight. It feels like we are at a crossroads. On one side of the ball, we are spending historic amounts of money to build a wall of protection. On the other, we are watching key pieces of the league's best defense walk out the door. It is a high-stakes game of musical chairs, and when the music stops, we better have enough talent left to compete in the toughest division in football. I'm looking at the roster, I'm looking at the cap, and I'm looking at the draft board, and I see a vision. It's a vision of a team that is younger, more disciplined, and more athletic than ever before. But visions don't win games, execution does. Zion Johnson has to be the Pro Bowler we are paying him to be. The front office has to hit a home run in the draft. And most importantly, we have to find a way to maintain that defensive identity that made us the most feared unit in the league last year. The energy in the city is electric right now, and for good reason. We are making moves. We aren't sitting on our hands. We are being aggressive, and in this league, if you aren't moving forward, you're falling behind. Whether you love the Johnson signing or hate the Bush departure, you have to admit one thing: it is never a dull moment being a fan of this team. As we move forward into the next phase of free agency, keep your eyes peeled. The phone lines are buzzing, and I have a feeling we aren't done yet. There is more news coming, more surprises waiting, and more drama than a Hollywood movie. We are going to be right here to break it all down, second by second, as it happens. Think about the impact this has on the rest of the AFC. The arms race is real, and every signing is a shot across the bow of our rivals. We are building a fortress in Cleveland, and while it's costing us a fortune, the price of greatness is never cheap. We've waited long enough for a winner, and it feels like the pieces are finally being moved into place. I want you to stay locked into the comments. I want to see your mock drafts, your free agency grades, and your theories on why we let Devin Bush walk. This is a community of the most passionate fans on the planet, and your voice is what makes this journey worth it. We are in this together, through every signing, every trade, and every victory on the horizon. The road to the championship is paved with tough decisions and big checks, and today, the front office just wrote the biggest one yet. Let's see if it pays off. Let's see if this is the year we finally break through and take what's ours. The countdown to kickoff starts now, and the excitement is off the charts. Thank you for riding with me. Thank you for being the heartbeat of this channel. We are staying live, we are staying active, and we are staying dedicated to bringing you the best coverage in the game. I'll see you in the next update as the madness continues. Would you like me to do a deep dive into the specific contract structure of Zion Johnson's deal to see how it affects our ability to sign a top-tier wide receiver next?